Hello, this is Janice Winward here with Midnight Arts. I'm going to do another swipe tonight, and I'm just going to be using metallics. Of course, the black I've put on here is not a metallic. It's just the base coat. It has no silicone in it, but all the rest of my paints do have silicone in it. And I'm using the coconut milk one that so many people use. I picked up at Walmart. Okay. Just putting the base coat on here so that colors will move and flow. Not that you usually tilt very much with a swipe. I did last night, or in my last, maybe it was, I can't remember if it was 2 videos ago, I tilted off all of my beautiful cells. I had some really, really pretty cells, and I tilted them off. So anyway, I expect to have cells in this. I'm going to swipe with the gold, I think. I said that last time. I said, oh, I think that would be really pretty if I swiped with the gold. Well, the reason I thought that was actually because I guess you want to swipe with the heavier paint because it'll then sink to the bottom and create the cells. And my gold always seems to sink to the bottom. So I guess it must be one of my heavier paints because it sinks to the bottom. So, so anyway, here we go. I'm gonna, gosh, I don't know which one to start with. Okay, I am going to start with this red. This is Metallic Bright Red. Alright, and then I think I'll do this brown. It is Copper. Let's do the green next to the copper. Okay, and let's do a silver. I don't really like this silver, or at least I haven't liked it in the paintings I've put it in. But I'm going to give it a try again. See if it looks any better. Alright, and then let's do this pretty blue. And let's do the light blue. Let's go back to the red. And I want to try this other silver. Oh, that has a lot of silicone in it. Oh yeah, much more than my other metallics. It's probably the one I should be swiping with. Alright, let's do the copper again. And blue. Oh, I didn't put any of the purple in. Okay, let's do the blue. Alright. Just a little bit of this purple in here. I know one thing, I got plenty of paint on here. Okay. All right. Now let's put gold here at the top. All right. Swipe this. Oh, I dipped it in the black. It was on my table. Alright, let's see if we can get that in there. Okay, and swipe it down. That looks kind of cool in the middle where I totally missed it, but I guess I should probably swipe over that. Just a piece of this off. And swipe over that middle part that got a little bit missed. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. I shook up those paints quite a bit. Get my heat gun out of here. Well, that is pretty ugly so far. So, I did forget that my older paints don't have the silicone. All the new paints I mixed up put a lot of silicone in, but the older paints don't. So really the ones I thought had it in actually don't have silicone in them, like the red and stuff, and so that's probably why there's no cells coming up at the top. But the purple did, and I put the purple all along there, and it did have silicone in it. So, and the gold doesn't seem to be sinking down. Like I said, the gold always sinks down for me and disappears in the picture, and it is not. It's still there. So we'll see. These cells down here are quite pretty. They're quite unique. Down here they have so many colors coming through. I don't know why this big streak of the purple right there is so big popping up. Pretty green up in here. That's pretty. That green coming up through the gold. That is quite pretty. I don't like red very much, and the red is gone pretty much. So I did some paintings. I don't know if it was in my last video or the one before that. And I was thinking, I mean, people are always talking about cracks and crazing in their paintings, and I haven't had that problem with mine, and I attributed it to the fact that I do not thin my paints with water. I thin them with, oops, gosh, look at me not paying much attention to what I'm doing and pouring off my stuff. I thin my paints with bare concrete stain. it's very much like water, but I figure it's a paint, so it's not going to compromise the paint like water might. So so anyway, I just thought, well, you know, that must be why people are talking about their paintings crazing and cracking, and I don't have that problem. So I did those paintings the other night, and they were quite pretty. I had beautiful cells, beautiful colors. They turned out very, very nice. I was very pleased with them. But then as the night went on, the paint continued to move, and unfortunately, it moved a lot. But the most unfortunate thing was that they crazed like crazy. I mean, there was so much crazing in there. It didn't dry and look like dried mud, so it wasn't cracking, but they were big crazes in my paintings. And so now I have no idea what caused them to do that. I read on the internet that if it's too hot where they're drying, that can cause it, because the top dries before the bottom and it causes the crazing in there. But it's actually August here, and we've had some really hot weather in the past when I've been painting, and I put them out in my garage to dry, and there's no air conditioning or heat or anything in there. And so when it was really hot outside, it was hot, and when it gets cold, it's cold in there. And we've been having colder days, not hotter days. Yeah, so I just don't know why they did that. And some of the videos, some of the things on the internet suggested that it was because I used paints that don't play well together, and I guess that must have been it. Because I got all these new colors, especially the purples, all these new purples, and yeah, all these new colors, and maybe they just don't play together. I don't know, because both of those paintings just crazed like crazy, and yeah, and even some of the ones that I did later, in the next video, they are also crazing, but not as badly as those first ones did. So anyway, I don't know why it did that. It must just be because I got paints that don't play well together, and which makes me sad, because that's the paints I've got, so that's what I'm going to have to use. And I don't know which brands of paint are the ones that are the worst, that aren't working with the others, because when I looked at the painting, all of there were crazes in all of the colors, not just certain colors. All of the colors had crazing going on in them. So so anyway, I don't know why, and it makes me sad, because obviously that's what I'm going to be painting with. So well, but actually the paintings look really nice, even though they have the crazing in them. I mean, and my husband looked at him, he says, I really like that, and it does add interest to the painting. So, you know, that's not bad. I'll still finish him up and stuff, because that's not the worst thing that could have happened. But I don't want all of my paintings from now on to be crazed and have big crazes in them. So we'll see. Okay, I think I'll do another swipe, and as you saw, I just put, oh, I dropped it. I just put just plain black. This is just flat black house paint mixed with Floetrol and Behr concrete stain. That's what's on what I just put on the canvas, just as a base coat. And maybe the crazing was because my new paints dry faster than this base coat that I put on. I don't know. Some of those cracks went all the way down to the canvas. So, well, I just don't know what caused it. That I didn't do it a whole lot. I didn't do it differently than I did any of the others, but it's just that I had different paints, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Shall we do it again with the metallics? Just see what maybe we can put some other colors in. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll put a drop of oil in my metallic red. I don't know if I want to or not. Not oil, but silicone. Okay. I love the blue, so I'm going to start with the blue this time. Alright. And we'll do this blue here. And some of this silver. The silver does have silicone in it. Oh yeah, that has a lot. And this purple has the silicone in it. It didn't come through. The purple didn't come through on that last painting. So I'm not sure why it didn't. Okay, I'm actually going to put, well, let's see. Let's do this green. Let's do some gold. Actually, maybe I'll put some of this neon green in here. Some of this neon green in. The green looks really good next to the purples. So, and let's see, let's put just a little bit of this purple in. It is not a neon. This blue right here, maybe just a little bit up there, because this blue does have silicone in it right there. Oh, gonna be way too much paint. It causes it to craze because I have my paint is too thick on there. That's probably what will happen. Okay. This copper up here. Alright. Oh, where's my rag for wiping my finger? Alright, now let's see if we can get this out flatter so I don't miss the part in the middle there. Oh, I love that blue up there. That is so pretty. It's odd getting more cells up the top than at the bottom. And green did not come through and make those pretty cells like it did before. In fact, I'm not getting hardly any cells in there. Didn't come up through and make those pretty cells like I expected. Just moving that down a little bit on the top. Trying, it's not moving very much. The rest of it's moving more than the top. Okay. Well, I'm not going anywhere there. I don't know. Maybe I should swipe this part right there again with all that copper there. An awful lot of copper, and none of this is coming through over here. I'm not sure why. The metallic greens are coming here, and this is the fluorescent green there that's coming up. This is quite interesting here. It's got the gold and the green and the dark purple around it. Quite pretty cells there. I do love the metallics. They look so pretty. Okay. All right, well. I heard somebody say that you gotta wipe off all the drips or the paint will just keep going off. I don't want it to keep running off, so try to get rid of those drips. Okay. Gosh, I'm having the same problem I had that last time. That I leveled my table. I know it's level, and yet I took them over there to where they're drying on my table, and the one I did just right before I did this one, the paint is all running off on the table on one side, and I know I measured that and made it level. Anyway, there's 2 swipes. Hopefully they will dry good and get lots of nice pretty pictures on them. If not, I might have to do a string pull on them to try and cover up the mess. I don't know. Anyway, I had some really pretty cells going, and I will say good night for now. I hope you all have a great night. I hope you come back and watch all of my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.